Attorney General Pam Bondi. Pam, welcome back. Good to have you back. All right, before we get to the guy, well, this is just breaking. This letter that you have signed and now apparently sent out. I know this has happened in our nation's capital, and I guess the police chief or the mayor or somebody there, you know, had been telling police officers, the Metropolitan Police Department there, not to give up people that are in the country illegally. I thought we had a supremacy clause in the Constitution. Fundamentally, when you have a sanctuary city or a sanctuary state, aren't you, by definition, aiding and abetting in the law breaking? Mm-hmm. And if you are protecting them and not allowing, even though the federal government would have jurisdiction constitutionally, are you aiding and abetting? Are these politicians that are purposely hiding illegal immigrants or not informing or working with ICE, are they themselves guilty of crimes? Okay, let's focus and dial in. So D.C., sanctuary city, L.A., sanctuary city, San Francisco, sanctuary city, New York City, sanctuary city, California, sanctuary state. What does this mean in reality for all of these locations, municipalities, states moving forward? Okay, let me move on, and I want to ask you about this incident where the DOJ employee charged with felony assault after hitting this federal agent with this Subway sandwich. May not sound like a big threat. What a lot of people may not be thinking of, an agent being assaulted like that, they have no idea what is being hurled at them, and this is now going to be charged as a felony. What message is the Department of Justice now sending people that are attacking agents this way? And what do you say to the people that are tipping off illegal immigrants? You know, I know you can't talk about very specific legal action that may be underway or a grand jury that may be impaneled, but we are reading that, in fact, a lot of the information that Tulsi Gabbard has been able to share with the public and make public, and the same with John Ratcliffe, that, in fact, there are people that purposely, my interpretation of it, seemingly trying to sabotage. I'll give you one example, the Russia hoax. We had a career senior intelligence assessment of the 2016 election. Then there was an order to go out and get another one because they didn't like the result of the first one. We know that the Hillary Clinton bought and paid for Russian disinformation dossier was used for not one but 4 FISA warrants, and yet they knew very early on that it was debunked and not true. If you lie to a FISA court, as a matter of law, don't you have an obligation to go back and tell the court as soon as you know that information you provided that court was inaccurate and not true? Yeah. All right, Attorney General Pam Bondi, we appreciate your time as well.
Joining us now is U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi. AG Bondi, you must be doing something good since you federalized this Washington, D.C. story. Even people are going out to dinner. Even President Trump, no, maybe he went out to dinner. I don't know. But I'm told, wait, did I say over 400 arrests? Total now, 137 over the weekend, and you're cleaning the homeless. Tell us about it, because this is like a miracle story. AG Bondi, I'm told by friends that Union Station has been cleaned up and the homeless have been moved to other places, you know, to get help, whatever they need help. But if you can clean the homeless up, that would be remarkable. And maybe some other cities, you know, there's a story in the, I think it's front page of the Journal today, or anyway, a story in the Wall Street Journal. Downtown Los Angeles is gone. It's absolutely gone. The stores, everyone's left. It's practically a deserted city because of the homeless problem, which is so gigantic. You're maybe giving us an example of how to handle it in Washington, D.C. Part of this story in Washington, D.C. is also a sanctuary city problem. It is no longer a sanctuary city. And you've said sanctuary jurisdictions should not receive federal funds if they do not cooperate with ICE, and you are not reluctant to enforce that. Tell us more about that, because that, in some sense, is a big part of the criminal problem. Attorney General, so I'm just reading. On this sanctuary city, you sent notes out, 12 states, 10 major cities, New York City, Boston, Chicago, Los Angeles, San Francisco, and Philadelphia, major cities. We fret about that a lot here in New York City. Are they complying? I mean, how is this working? And going out to dinner, according to the president. And
going out to dinner.
Attorney General Pam Bondi, I know you're busy. Thank you ever so much for coming on. We appreciate it, ma'am.
Thank you.
Muchas gracias por estar aquí con Fox Noticias, señora Fiscal General. Primero le haré las preguntas en español para nuestros televidentes y luego los haré en inglés.
Great.
Usted está ofreciendo una recompensa de $50 millones por información que lleve al arresto de Nicolás Maduro. Eso es más de lo que fue ofrecido por Osama Bin Laden. ¿Puede explicar por qué piensas que las actividades o qué sabes de las actividades criminales de Maduro que justifican esta recompensa tan alta? Usted sabe dónde está Maduro. Él está en Caracas, en el Palacio Presidencial. Cuando usted dice que tienen o quieren información que lleve a su arresto, ¿qué quiere decir eso exactamente? Y también, si alguien tiene información, ¿cómo van a darte esa información? Tú dices que Nicolás Maduro es un narcoterrorista y dices que tienes evidencia de eso. ¿Qué clase de evidencia tienes? ¿Qué pasa con el air bridge que el régimen de Maduro está utilizando para sobornos? Maduro está bajo mucha presión, tanto política como económica. ¿Cree usted que esta recompensa va a debilitar aún más o le forzará a salir de Venezuela? Sobre los $700 millones vinculados a Maduro que su departamento ha capturado. Nicolás Maduro robó las elecciones presidenciales en Venezuela hace un año. Perdió por un 70%, el presidente Trump lo sabe, millones también lo saben. Y también están de acuerdo que es un narcodictador. Pero quiero saber, ¿qué cree usted que hará esta recompensa para cambiar la situación para los venezolanos y también para todos nosotros que vivimos aquí en América y en todo el hemisferio occidental? So there's that connection between
Absolutely.
the government and the cartel.
Absolutely.
This is money laundering, essentially. He's taking the money out of his country from the narco drug, business, and he's putting it in Florida. Para aquellos que dicen que esta recompensa huele a American foreign interference o un cambio de régimen, regime change, ¿cuál es su respuesta? Tú estás muy preocupada con fentanilo. Esta semana es la semana de saber de fentanilo, o sea, awareness about Fentanyl Awareness Week. So
yes.
Tell us what you want our viewers to know about fentanyl and Maduro's role in that.